WWE 2K23 just launched brand new DLC in the form of the Bad Bunny edition. There's a lot to unpack here when it comes to this late edition of DLC content. We're going to talk about everything that is included with this, the different editions, and why it's kind of an interesting move by 2K. This just dropped alongside patch 1.20 that just came out today. With that patch, if you guys are wondering, it's a little over a gig in size, and it basically, I think, launched this DLC with it. For patch notes, there are no patch notes for 1.20. What's the status? Went through, shout out to him, but he went through the system to see what was fixed or added. He said there was some hair texture changes and fixes for Alexa Bliss Dark model, which is a My Faction model. But other than that, 1.20 didn't do anything. In fact, Hulk Hogan's mustache did in fact stay. So this Bad Bunny edition, Triple H announced it, 2K announced it, it is now live, you can go and pick it up. What do you get with the Bad Bunny edition? Well, two things to note. Number one, you can buy this as its own DLC with just Bad Bunny and the additions, or you're going to be able to pick up an entire version of the game that includes everything. So it's like a level above the Icon edition. If you want to get the Bad Bunny edition, just the content of Bad Bunny's updated model and the bonuses that go along with it, you can buy that individually for $9.99 US, or it's about $13 and change Canadian for guys like me. What you get in the Bad Bunny edition bonus pack, you're getting the Backlash 2023 playable character of Bad Bunny. This is the match that he had in Backlash in Puerto Rico against Damian Priest. His entrance music though is not updated. You're still getting the original theme song. This also gives you a Bad Bunny Evo My Faction card to open up. You're going to get the Puerto Rico themed LWO shirt, which I think is a nice touch because we could put that in there for Bad Bunny as well as Carlito and anybody else that we want to, Rey Mysterio, etc., be able to put in the game. You're getting Bad Bunny themed My Faction team customizations and 15,000 in virtual currency within the pack. If you didn't pick up 2K and you're still waiting around, you can get almost all the different versions of 2K23 on sale, but they're also advertising the WWE 2K23 Bad Bunny edition, the full game, for $140 US plus tax, and you're going to get everything that I just spoke about with Bad Bunny on top of everything from the Icon edition and below. The whole game, all of it. So it's another way for 2K to be able to market the game this late in the season and charge the full premium price as well for anybody that is maybe on the fence at this point about picking it up. So what do you think? Because I am on the fence of it. Now, I am picking it up. I got Bad Bunny pack, but I do it because it's all the wrestling content for you guys. So gotta kind of review this stuff regardless. But for everybody else out there, would you pick this up? The big crux of all of this and why it's an interesting move is that it's not included in the pre-order bonus DLC. A lot of us suspected just a few days ago when they heard rumblings of this being released, there was kind of an assumption here by myself and others that this would be included with your pre-order bonus of Bad Bunny because you already have it. This is not the case. They are charging players this model separately, completely separate. If you have Bad Bunny, the original DLC pre-order bonus, doesn't matter. You have to buy this individually on its own for the full price. One character, $9.99 or $13 in tax. It's like $15 here in Canada. That's a lot. To me, that's really, really aggressive pricing for one character model. This does seem like quite a big price tag to ask for any players, especially this late in the season. Doesn't make sense for 2K to do this. Bad Bunny has a brand new album releasing. It makes sense for them to market it all this way. I loved his match at Backlash. I love the look of Bad Bunny with the updated look, but the moveset isn't any different. There's no big advantage for players at this point. I would honestly, if you are not a giant Bad Bunny fan, I would probably hold off picking this up. It is very, very likely he will be in 2K24 with this exact model look and everything, and you won't have to pay the price tag up front. It can also be slightly confusing for players because they may think that they're getting this model with the original one they purchased, because they do write in the description that it's available with the Bad Bunny edition, but they're referring to the larger game at full price above the Icon edition, like with everything. And I think for players, when they're sitting there saying, I paid for the Icon edition, I paid for what presumably was everything for the game. I got the Mega Boost pack. I've got everything the game is supposed to offer. Now there's more content. Great if you're looking for more content, but it's not available in the stuff you already bought. It's a separate DLC on top of everything else. I don't like that move, to be honest. I think that this extra model, updated character model, should be free. Where I do think that there is a plus with all of this, it's not locked behind my faction. It's the first time ever WWE is doing this with the 2K series, that they're giving us a very, very late, kind of unannounced surprise DLC, and it's of an individual superstar. It's not going to be an additional pack. It is just one character. And for the last 2 years, everything we have seen that has been released has been coming out in the form of my faction. This time it's not. This actually gives me a little bit of hope for 2K24 and beyond. What I mean is, it is possible now that going forward, 2K can do more of these releases if they find success with it. If this individual Bad Bunny model gets picked up by a lot of players and they end up buying it, enjoying it, and there's positive reception, it could mean that 2K could do this going forward. Believe me, do I think that all the extra models, like if it's going to be DX or any other character, frankly, should they be included in like the base game or in the form of a regular traditional DLC pack model? Sure. But what I'm saying is, if we're gonna get more additional content unlocked in the game, and it's not going into my faction, it's made available for players to purchase, I'd rather go down this path between the two options. So at least here, players have the choice. I'd like 2K to include larger rosters as always, but if they are going to go down the path of extended DLC late into the season like this, where they're going to give us one regular wrestler, one superstar, number one, I think the price tag is way too high. This should be like either a free add-on or it's like a $4.99 purchase option. Because if you told me that I could get somebody else, another wrestler in the game, updated look for like Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes, if they gave me updated model and versions of those superstars, it's a tricky balance. They want to make the revenue, but players that have already purchased the full game feel that they should be getting it included. So I wonder if we are going to see more of this going forward into next year's game. My stance with everything, honestly, I think that this should be included with the Icon Edition if players purchase that. I pre-ordered the game. I got the Icon Edition. I got Bad Bunny with it. This is a slightly different hairstyle, an extra t-shirt, and the updated look for the attire. I get what 2K is doing. I really do. But I think it upsets a lot of players who feel like this should just be in the game and not put as an add-on. But I need you in the comments. Let me know. Are you picking this up? What do you think 2K should do differently when it comes to the DLC model? And if you enjoy the 2K coverage here on the channel, do me a favor and hit subscribe, because we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers this year. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.